This is Eagle Al, and today I want to talk about Colin Cowherd saying the Eagles are going to fall off. And also, I want to talk about Devon Allen. In the 110 meter, he ran a 13.04. And why not the Eagles try him out for kick returner and punt returner? But let's get straight into it.
Hey, what's up? It's Mauro Ojimo. Shout out to Eagle Al, the biggest Eagles fan out there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, so we're going to start off with Colin Cowherd. It's a 5 to 6 minute clip, but only pulled like a minute and 40-something seconds. And I'm going to go ahead and play this clip.
So now we have to tell you a team that we think is really good, but there's some blinking red lights. So remember Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts, second year starting last year, runs more per game than any quarterback since Lamar Jackson got hurt. Little wide receiver drama, A.J. Brown. Leading rushers gone. Offensive line is really, really old. And the other thing is Nick Sirianni gave up play calling, and then they got really good. They lost both coordinators, including the play caller, Shane Steichen, who's now coach for the Colts. I know, Eagle fan, you know you're getting back to the Super Bowl, but there's a lot of blinking lights here. Go look at the Chargers. Old offensive line fell apart. The Rams, old or underperforming offensive line fell apart. Stafford had been hurt. Garoppolo had been hurt. Lamar had been hurt. Russell was aging, moves around. Bad Seahawk offensive line. Now, we think Philadelphia is the best team in the NFC. I do. Second best roster to San Francisco. But this team got really good when Nick Sirianni said, I'm giving up the play calling. Shane Steichen is who Justin Herbert had a great rookie year with and who Jalen Hurts went from, is he any good, to a possible MVP. Coaching matters. He's gone. So's the defensive coordinator. Oh, the schedule, by the way.
All right, so you see Colin Cowherd, and he's saying the Eagles are going to fall off, even though they're the best team in the NFC, and will possibly get to the Super Bowl. So I agree with him, but the reasons just didn't make sense. Like, of course, we lost, 3 games last season, and we're gonna lose 4 or 5 maybe. Will we see a little, especially on the defensive side, like a little rejuvenation or a little scale back on the defensive side? Slight rejuvenation on the defensive side, and a little confusion on the defensive side. Sure, you got young linebackers, you got young safeties. This, if we go into the season with this roster, and yeah, there's going to be a slight probably drop off. Not like the Rams, I don't think, or anything like that, or like Tampa Bay. I would say just we might lose probably another game or so because the schedule is harder. Maybe we go 12-4, or we win 13 games instead of 14 games. Yeah, there might be a slight drop off, but his reasonings were just insane. So he said that the offensive line is old, but we only got 2 older guys, 2 guys over 30. They 2 of our best in Jason Kelce and Lane Johnson, but Tyler Steen, Cam Jurgens, Jordan Mailata, Lander Dickerson, those guys are pretty young. So Jack Driscoll, these guys are young. Sewell Petta, I don't know what he's talking about there. They said losing Miles Sanders, but we got Swift. Then we added Penny, Kenneth Gainwell on the come up. So I don't know what he meant by that. Then he said it was wide receiver friction. A.J. Brown, I don't think so. He might be talking about one game and we was destroying the Giants, and he wanted more play time. He wanted to touch the ball that game. And Nick Sirianni pulled him out, and he was pretty upset. But I don't think there was wide receiver friction. He also said injuries. I can pull the weakest team like Washington. Yeah, injuries can, slow down anybody's season. So his reasons were terrible, But the logic of us possibly having a slight drop off and still being in a Super Bowl run, a Super Bowl team, sure, I agree with that. But the reasoning was pretty ridiculous and pretty terrible. So shout out to Colin Cowherd, man. Bad, very good take, but bad examples. But now I want to get into Devon Allen. So Devon Allen ran 110 meter, like I stated earlier, ran the 13.04. That's pretty quick because the guy that was in first place ran the 13.01 in the hurdles. Why are we not trying to use this guy in special teams? Why? Why not kick return to punt returner? Sometimes I forget we got this guy on our team because I keep saying, well, Quez don't really like his role. Let him try that. But why not let Devon Allen? I know Brenton Covey, the coaching staff for some reason like him a lot. I would give him that he don't turn the ball over even after getting smacked and hit. He really don't turn the ball over. But Devon Allen is a speedster. You give the ball in his hand in open space, anything can happen. The only thing I question about Devon Allen is that he haven't taken a football hit in so long. Can he really take a hit? That's the only question I got about him. But why not give this guy a chance at punt returner, kick returner? We can't get any worse unless he really can't take an NFL hit like that and he's fumbling and he got unsure hands. But speed and that breakaway speed he got, it can be deadly. But we have to give him an opportunity. Let me see him at least in preseason, see what he do at special teams. Then let us evaluate that. But Brenton Covey, he's not going to do anything spectacular. He's not going to do anything special. We need somebody that can do something special. We need to get points from special teams. We need to get points. We haven't been doing that since Darren Sproles. You know, Darren Sproles used to break one. Before that, the Brian Westbrooks used to break one. But since Darren Sproles been out of Philly and retired, we haven't had no guy that can really just break one. Quez is fast, but he's not good in kick return, punt return, and sometimes that's the case. But we have to see what Devon Allen can do. I think that's his only way of making a team. He's not going to make the wide receiver room. He's just not. I'm sorry. But if you have an opportunity to use him, kick return to punt return, I'm not sure what we holding this guy for. We signed him to a good deal. What is he doing? Just getting paid to run track from an NFL team? Makes no sense. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel, man, about the news today? Colin Cowherd talking his talk. Don't agree with the examples, but a slight fall off, maybe that happens. We'll see. And, Devon Allen, he needs a shot. But this is Eagle Al.